Alright, so for this video, Simon, I will be self-critiquing my speech to Persuade, which I gave in class on Thursday, April 20th. Basically, I gave myself a 5 out of 5, and all throughout this video, I will explain exactly why I gave myself that score and everything that I thought I did right and I did wrong throughout my presentation. Firstly, for the question, was I persuasive? I believe I was persuasive, even though I did not make much of an attempt to appeal to the ethos of the audience. I didn't want to get too emotionally invested in this, so I decided to go logical path and appeal to logical processes all throughout my speech. I think I was persuasive on that premise of using logic. I believe I did make a good argument. I do believe I went over all the disadvantages and advantages of both PowerPoint and Google Slides together so that there isn't any user bias. I thought I had good evidence. I did have at least 5 sources, all of which were unbiased sources that had written good articles about both PowerPoint and Google Slides. I took all of the information I could find, put it into that works cited page. I think I definitely did get people to at least consider my argument. Some of the people there already had begun using Google Slides for their presentations, and that's something that I thought was really cool. I like to believe that I was the one who put that idea into their mind in the very first place. I think I had an alright intro. Granted, it could have been a lot stronger. I didn't really rehearse my question that well, but I do think it was a good attention grabber. I do think it helped the audience get more engaged. As for my conclusion, my story was definitely a bit, how do I say this, impromptu. I did not prepare for it as much as I would have liked to. It did not go as I had intentionally planned, but overall I thought it still hit home with the whole personal and relatable aspect of my presentation. For the delivery, I thought my delivery was alright. Listening to myself, I could have spoken a bit louder in some parts. I could have varied my tone in different parts, but all in all, I am satisfied with my delivery. Personally, as for my flow, I definitely made sure that transitions flowed well. I included a transition slide in between every single one of my points. I thought the transitions and the flow of the presentation went very well according to my standards. As for eye contact, I think I did well with eye contact, especially during the conclusion. Granted, there were places where my mind kind of went blank and I had to consult my notes again, but for the places that I had rehearsed a lot, and definitely for the conclusion, I definitely tried to make eye contact with as many people as possible to engage them and get my point across better. As for my knowledge of the subject, prior knowledge I did not have very much of, but I definitely did a lot of research that contributed in a lot of ways. As for the organization, it was very basic. I had my 3 points. I compared and contrasted both programs in their entirety. I thought I did just fine with the organization. As for my preparedness, I think I was well prepared. I did take a lot of time to go over my notes and study them in great detail before presenting, just to make sure my mind doesn't go blank too often. As for confidence, I think I was very confident. As for passion, I think I was very passionate about the subject. That's one thing I try to nail every time I'm presenting something. I definitely do want to show confidence and passion. For my posture, I definitely could have worked on that. I found myself leaning over the stand a lot towards the end. For filler words, there were definitely a lot of filler words in the conclusion. Other than that, I was satisfied with my minimal use of them. Overall strengths, I think I did good on delivery and transition. Things to improve, my posture, and perhaps a bit of preparedness.